What's up? Welcome back to the Ice, Dum Dum, and Bdog podcast. Didn't forget it this time, so we're off to a good start already. How you two gentlemen doing tonight? Dum Dum, what's going on?
Dude, I was waiting for you to say Ice and Dum Dum podcast. I sincerely thought that you were gonna forget Bdog, but yeah, I'm doing good. For the viewers, nobody can forget the Bdog. Just remember that Bdog will haunt your dreams. All right, baby. I'm doing fantastic though. How you doing, Bdog?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for the grand introduction, both of you guys. Feels good to be back for the second week officially.
Hell, I might just have to call this the Bdog podcast with that introduction.
Yeah.
This is freaking hyping Bdog up so much.
I think that's hyping up my spinoff that I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna get all the views.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Anything fun or exciting you guys want to talk about right off the bat?
I just want to say that your advice is, I took your advice, and now I am minus $600 in my bank account.
You took my advice, and now you're minus $600 in your bank account. But are you did you just throw $600 away? Like, what actually happened here?
Yeah, I took 6 Benjis and threw them out the window. I said, "Here you go, birds, eat that."
Well,
no,
see, I don't think that was ever my advice, though. I think my advice was not to do that.
No, so you said Dum Dum doesn't spend money on things last podcast, like things that he likes.
I did say that.
So there was I have a Bluetooth speaker, but it's kind of really that I use for my work truck. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take Ice's advice and I'm gonna buy myself a nice Bluetooth speaker because I really like listening to my music in my truck, but I can't connect my phone to Bluetooth in the truck because it doesn't have Bluetooth, so I have to connect it to a Bluetooth speaker. So I was looking around for like 8 hours ish on a Monday, Cyber Monday. Yep, on Cyber Monday. And I really wanted to buy this JBL boombox. It's $400, but it wasn't really on sale. So I did like more researching. I talked to a couple of my friends. I talked to one friend that sells like all Bluetooth speakers. I ended up buying a JBL Extreme 2 and a JBL Party Box 100 so I can link them up, which are two very good speakers. But I got a deal on both of those. So both of those cost me like $400, which I'm fine with because those are going to last forever and I can bring them to like parties and events and stuff and I can link them up. I'll have the big speaker over here and then I'll have the medium speaker, somewhere around, the gathering or whatever, you know what I mean? And then I also want to
go to like a lot of like culty meetings, like you're going to like a cult, like is there like
the gathering?
Is there like sacrifices going on? Like
Hasa Semper Kai. That's all I gotta say. All right. But and also on whatever day it was, I was like, I actually like Christmas lights too, but I haven't bought Christmas lights in forever. So I went to the good old Walmart. I was like, I'll buy Christmas lights because I enjoy them. I went to buy like $30 worth of Christmas lights. I checked out and it was $200. I was like, what the
Jeez.
hell? I was like, what the hell happened? But yeah, I set them all up in my room now, so it's pretty dope. But I just wanted to thank you and also yell at you for giving me joy, but making me spend money. If that makes sense.
So I wasn't saying it to pick on you. I was saying the difference of people, what they like for their hobbies and stuff like that. So, I mean, I wasn't picking on you, but I am glad that you got, you opened up your wallet. You did a little, I mean, you guys can't see him, but we're looking at him right now. His room is very bright with all the lights going around it. And I don't really know what's going on, but at least now we can say that Dum Dum is bright when we're talking about his room, of course, not everything else.
Yeah, not the IQ. You got I'm still bright. All right. That's all I'm saying.
What the heck is going on here?
What about you though, Bdog? You got anything you want to rip off right off the bat?
No, not really. Nothing too pressing.
Okay.
What about your not Rice Warrior? What was the name of it?
Of Rice and Ruin.
Rice and Ruin.
Yes.
I didn't actually play as much as I thought I was going to. I still played quite a bit of it, but
so let's hear about it. Let's hear what your take is.
Yeah, from the amount I played, it was actually pretty fun. It was like I knew what it kind of was getting into it because it's kind of like a half the time you're farming and half the time you're like adventuring / fighting. So I kind of knew what I was getting into, and I'm glad I looked up because that would have kind of been a bummer. But once you know, if you're like into that farming type thing, it's kind of cool because so essentially you're the goddess of a war of a you're the daughter, but you're a goddess, and you're the daughter of a warrior and a harvest god. So you have like both of those powers kind of tied together. Like you're a really strong
So
warrior,
both your parents are gods?
and you get and you get more power based on the harvest of rice. So half the game you're feeding you like you're actually letting the water in and making sure the temperature's good and make you have to till the farm, you have to pick the rocks, you have to husk the it's like literally every detail of rice farming that there is you have to go through and do it. What's up?
So you're saying farming? Are you talking about like farming, like in World of Warcraft and stuff, where you like keep killing mobs? Or are you talking about like physically farming, like the patches?
Literal,
Like literally
well, not
farming
literal,
rice.
but
Oh,
farming
okay.
rice.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you were talking about like farming mobs.
So like that part's kind of cool, and it's kind of gives you something to do while you're not adventuring and stuff. And it's super detailed. I think the further you get, like, 'cause I'm still unlocking skills to do more stuff within the rice farming. So like eventually I think I can buy upgrade equipment to till my field faster, and then I can husk the rice faster, and not all of them are essential either. So like when I say husk the rice, you can leave your rice at brown quality, and brown rice will give you more quantity, but it's not going to give you the higher quantity. So it's good for like short-term buffs. For like 4 days you'll have a really good buff, but if you husk it all the way to white rice, you get a better quality rice, and you get your like overall stats grow more, but you don't have those food buffs for the next few fights you go on. And then the other half of the time you're adventuring, and it's pretty much like a kind of like a side scroller platformer. You have a divine raiment, and you can grab enemies with it and like flip behind them, or you can use it to make big jumps that you normally wouldn't be able to make. And it's kind of like combo system, light attack, and then finish with a heavy, or like
So it's not
there's special
turn-based then.
attacks that you can get. No, not turn-based. It's all live. And overall, I had a lot of fun. I went through 2 seasons, and I think the seasons are 12 in-game days. So it's like every 3 days or whatever, it goes through a cycle, something like that. So you go through them kind of fast. I'm at like 2 or 3. And my first rice harvest was actually pretty good. So I tried copying the same thing the second time to kind of get my growth points up to be more stronger. And I ended up getting a lot of rain when I was getting close to my sprouting, but I wanted my field dehydrated for the sprouting phase. But because it kept raining, my end up quality was not as good because it
Now,
was
can you
wet when
do
I tried
anything
to
to
dry them.
combat the rain?
You cannot fight the weather. No.
Okay, I wasn't
There's
sure.
supposedly there's a way as you progress through the game. There's supposedly a way to get yourself a day or something of dryness, like of good weather. I don't know how to get that yet. It's probably
Okay,
just
like, but
unlocked
so
through
that's later
playing.
on in the game.
Yeah.
And when
Okay.
you say like you were talking about the rice and how it buffed you for 4 days, that's 4 days like in game time, right?
In game,
Like,
yeah.
how long are the in game days though? Like I know like GTA
Okay,
like a
so that's
48
another
minutes.
big thing I missed.
Yep.
So in the beginning, so there's a day and night cycle through the game too. And if you have, so through the day you're fighting in the dungeons, because at night the demons become exponentially harder. So right in the beginning, you can't stay out late at night and like fight them. You'll die in like one hit. So you have to go back. And that's when you can kind of work on your chores and then go to sleep and then wake up and go back to the dungeons, because at night the demons are way too tough. Like for instance, I almost had to beat like the first zone and got to like the very last spot. And that was a tough fight. Like I was still struggling because I wasn't leveled up enough. And then I went all the way back to the very first point that you unlock to go fight at. And I played at night, and it was like a little bit less tough than all the way at the end of the first zone.
Oh wow!
But they were still like, because it was kind of an easy level because it was the first one, I could kind of beat him up because I knew it was all like the same guy. So I just learned my combos from there. But they're still super tough.
Now, is there like a full, like, is there an end to this game, or does the game just go on? Is there like content after end game
There is a
storyline?
storyline. There is a storyline, I think, but it's kind of loose. For most of the game you're playing, It's just like because you're on a settlement, so you farm for the settlement, and then you have somebody that can make you armor with when you give them like materials. Then you have somebody that can upgrade and like upgrade your weapons, kind of.
Okay.
He's like a blacksmith dude. And then there's a guy that kind of is your rice farming guide. And as you go through the story, if you talk to him, he'll give you different tips on the rice. And that's pretty much your little settlement.
Oh, all right.
So you're kind of leveling up the settlement as you go as well. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played since we got back, but it was fun on the go for sure. I was definitely gaming out for a while.
Sounds like a very interesting game.
I would recommend it if you're into like farming and like being meticulous about that and like catching the little bugs and doing all that stuff. It's like a busybody game. It's like Animal Crossing with fighting.
Have you ever played
that could sell? That's like a good sales pitch.
Like
if you sell something like that.
Like tending to chores but those chores directly impact your combat and you're gonna go fight and like you get gear and stuff too. So that's kind of cool.
Have you ever played the game on I think it was for the original GameCube, if I'm not mistaken? Harvest Moon?
No, but I've heard
of it. I've never played it.
I mean, with Harvest Moon was very similar. Like the main way to make, I don't know what the currency was in that game. I'm pretty sure it was gold. But the main way to make gold was like to actually go and like plant crops, harvest your crops and stuff like that. It sounds similar. The only thing that's different in the game that you're explaining is like the fighting aspect. But I feel like they kind of, I mean, I know Harvest Moon has been a big game forever, like for all the Nintendo fans out there, but it sounds like they kind of like springboarded Harvest Moon and made it into like, half this, but also half of, the fighting and the mobs and all that stuff. So, I mean, it sounds like a better version of Harvest Moon is what I'm trying to say.
The other really cool thing about it is it was made by 2 people and it's got voice acting. So it's kind of like a cool little
worked on it?
Try it out. Yeah, 2 people made it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool to check out and then actually be impressed by it. It was kind of a good experience.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, so you're gonna keep playing it, or is it just gonna be like your travel game?
It'd be my travel game.
So yeah, so
I just don't really switch game in the house. If I'm not playing PC or Xbox or watching something, then I'm probably sleeping.
You're either at work or sleeping?
Yeah, or watching soccer, I guess. Yeah, that's about all I do.
No, that's interesting. That's not like I said. I mean, I knew I was kind of interested to hear what you had to say about the game, but now that I actually know the game is Rice and Ruin and not Rice and Pudding.
Rice and Pudding. Yeah, I mean, I was laughing about that the other day.
That's what I thought I was. I was like, we must be like, I just thought of like an old person eating rice pudding.
Why is it got to be an old person, bro?
I don't know.
So some old people eat.
I like rice pudding. Rice pudding's good.
Well, you're an old person.
I'm 25. I mean,
so
I'm pretty old.
So, did you guys? I know we talked about it a little bit before, but I think you guys are both kind of in shock about when I said that. So next year, 2021, Warner Brothers will be releasing same day to HBO Max all of their brand new movies.
Yeah,
so you can go see it in the theater, or you can go see it on HBO Max.
That's cool. Do you know if they're going to increase do you have to still pay for an HBO Max, or is
it's
it
still HBO Max?
It's
still like
is the subscription going up in price?
It doesn't seem like it. From what I read, it seems like it's literally going to launch on HBO Max that day. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I actually logged into Netflix today and they said they were bumping up the prices again.
Are they really?
To what?
I don't know. So we have the plan that is like the Ultra HD, the 4K one.
Yeah. Yep.
It's going up to $18.
Whoa. So it was 15, right?
Netflix, come on, dude.
$17.99 is what it's going up to a month. I literally logged in today and the screen popped up and it said, just to let you know, but it's before next year. It's December X. I don't remember. It's late December, but it said, I think it's the 28th. It's going up to $18 a month if you have the UHD version of Netflix.
You know what? I've been talking about getting rid of Netflix because I don't watch Netflix enough as it is. Like, I watch it when certain shows come out, but I know Bdog's gonna be different because Bdog knew at Netflix all the time. But for me, that price thing for the amount I use Netflix isn't worth it. I might actually get rid of my Netflix and then just get it for 1 month and watch the stuff that I want to watch and then go back to it. Like, get rid of it again.
What are you watching when you're so instead of Netflix? What are you watching? What's your service?
Like,
What's
what's
your
my
streamer?
spare? Like what I do? Like, so if I'm not gaming, I Disney Plus has
Do
been
you
like
have
for
regular cable?
Mandalorian. Yeah, I have regular cable.
Oh, okay. That
So
changes
yeah,
everything.
so like I have like eight. So and I have all the and so most of my time I'm watching stuff on regular cable anyway. And right now, like we've been watching a lot of like reruns of stuff like that anyway, of stuff we watched when we were like the wife and I when we were younger. So and I now have Hulu, which I never had before because I got the Disney Plus package with Hulu and ESPN. And I mean, I just feel like I have so many. Like Netflix is already up there, and don't get me wrong, Netflix has some good shows and some good series, I mean good movies and stuff like that. But I don't think I can justify almost $20 a month for something that I log into maybe once a month.
Well,
Maybe
yeah. If you only use it
I
that
went
much,
like
I
three
why not?
months without you touching my Netflix account.
Yeah, why not just get rid of it then?
But for you, right,
I
Bdog, you'd
would.
keep it. You're gonna keep it
Yeah.
because
Oh, well,
you and Holly Netflix all the time.
I don't have regular cable, so like if
Yeah,
we're in the middle of anything, like Netflix is the first thing that pops up, and we just throw something on. So Netflix is like my standard cable of background TV. And then because I'm always on it, they have a lot of good originals and stuff. And I mean, it sucks paying more money, obviously, but I've watched so much of their Netflix original content, not only the other stuff that they also put on their platform, and that was actually good. That $3 a month, maybe I feels like I kind of should be paying them that if they're going to keep putting out the same type of stuff like The Witcher and
well, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying. I
know
would get it
everything
again
that's
when The
been
Witcher
coming
came
out.
out. I'd get it for that month. I'd get it for when The Witcher. I'd get it when Ozark came out.
Ozark, yep.
Um,
But
if
no,
they, I heard what was that Chris Hemsworth movie that he just came out with?
Google it.
Extraction.
Extraction. They're making a sequel to that supposedly. I'd get it for that.
I
I
didn't like
enjoyed the
that
first
movie.
one. You didn't like it?
Mm-hmm.
They've got a couple other movies every once in a while that they came out with. Like, and if there was a big movie that was interesting, maybe I'd like wait until like one of the series came out, get it, watch the series, watch that movie, and then get rid of it. I think that's gonna be my new Netflix strategy.
That's good. I'll save you money for sure. If you're not using it, I'd definitely say cut it out.
Netflix is gonna be like, this Ice 50 dude subscribes once every 7 months and then instantly unsubscribes. Like, I
I
don't
do
know
that with
what's going
CBS All
on.
Access.
Do
Yeah,
you?
That's
for
cheaper.
sure.
And that's cheaper.
No, but
We
what
do it with CBS
Bdog,
All Access when Champions League isn't on. If Champions, that's the only thing we watch on that. And once it's over for the season for like 3 months, cancel it. Done.
yeah,
No
but
more.
what Bdog was saying though with the Netflix originals, like I feel like some of their Netflix originals are actually like movie theater worthy. Like they
Oh
are
yeah, they are.
astronomically good.
Oh,
And
for
I mean,
sure.
like, but I mean, how
And
many of
Netflix
those can
has
you watch in a month is the thing.
Netflix has a lot of originals that also aren't in English.
Yeah, and
Netflix produces stuff all over the world,
and that doesn't
so a
interest
lot of
me.
their
But
other good shows are in other languages.
yeah.
Je ne parle français. I don't know. Je ne sais pas.
So, but I want to get back to before we go into the Netflix. I do want to say something else about Netflix.
Yeah, that HBO Max thing though that you were talking about. It was on the front. It was on the front page of Reddit.
Finish, or are you just gonna keep going?
It was on the front page of Reddit. Is what I'm trying to say about 5 days ago.
So I just want to list off the movies that are going to come on here. So the new Mortal Kombat, which obviously the Mortal Kombat movie, you know how it's going to be, blah blah blah. Whatever this little things is. Apparently, new Tom and Jerry. Godzilla vs Kong, the new one that's coming out. The new Conjuring.
What? They have a new Conjuring?
Yeah, the new Space Jam, the new Suicide Squad, Dune, King Richard, the new Matrix, like Sherlock Holmes. And that's those are pretty big freaking movies that are coming out to it. Like just to have, I mean, for me, I'm excited for the Matrix. I really am, and I'm excited for the Godzilla and the Kong because I like the new Kong movie and I like the new Godzilla movie. But I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Godzilla because I used to watch that a lot when I was a child. So I'm excited to have that. But like, I don't literally consider my couch now and watch these day they come out.
Yeah, which is sick.
It's insane.
And you were a big movie goer before the pandemic and stuff when you couldn't, now you can't go to the movies. But so now this is kind of big for you because I mean, I know it's only Warner Brothers, but to step in HBO owning a lot of other stuff too, where you boot up HBO and you're watching every new movie right when it comes out, that'd be really cool for you.
Yeah, I know. And
Saves you some
it
money in the
comes
long
and
run too, probably, right?
I get HBO Max with my cable subscription. So I don't even have to pay for it. Yeah, I don't have to pay for HBO Max.
I think I get HBO Max to my phone bill. I
That's
think it's included.
and
AT&T includes it.
yeah, do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
so I would
me,
have it.
I don't know if I'm
I'd
on a
have it
different
through.
plan or whatever, but
I'd have it through that too. You know what? I think you're right because I think I saw that on there too. So either way, I'd have that. Netflix. I want to say. You know what? Maybe I actually have Netflix through my cable now too. I might be able to
that would be
cancel my
nice.
because I've been paying for Netflix forever. So I actually have to check to see that. I think Comcast might actually offer Netflix with the package that I have. So I have to
I feel
check
like the
into that.
Netflix is usually bundled with. They were like the original people that started bundling with stuff like that. Netflix like kind of started like this comes with Netflix on phones.
Yeah. But
That's
I
kind of the
think
first
if I remember, I think
big one.
the reason I didn't do it is because it came with the standard package, and if I'm going to use it, I want the freaking 4K package.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You got those nice 4K TVs. You got to be checking
Might
out
as well
that
use them.
4K.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's different. I'm kind of worried about the movie theater, like this industry falling apart. I mean, I enjoy going to the movie theaters. I always have. I always will. I had read about maybe 6-7 months ago, right when everything was starting, that the movie theaters were already like, obviously we already know that movie theaters are already losing sales, already dying. The only time they were really making money is with big things. So they were talking about like right now, the megaplexes is what we all go to now. There's hardly any small like 2-theater cinemas. They're all like 12-theater megaplexes. They were talking now that the next stage of movie theaters is actually going to be, and I forgot what he called it in this article that I was reading, but essentially it's a stadium. And they're only going to show like the big freaking movies. You're going to go there for like, I'll just use for example, Avengers Endgame. You're going to go check Avengers Endgame out, like, and it's an event. You're going there for an event. Like it's huge screens, bigger screens, and you've like IMAX screens, like, and that's what you're going there just to see that. You buy your seats ahead of time. Like that's the future of movie theater. Like huge sound systems, like craziness. And you know what? As long as there's still a way to go and see movies in a theater, because I truly like it. I like that whole like you're there, you're going there. I mean, growing up, how many midnights did we do, Bdog? Like we went to midnight movie, like back when you could do a midnight movie. They don't do them any, at least not where we are anymore. I don't know if they do them over on the West Coast, but like now the midnight movies are 8 p.m. movies, and it's cool. You still get to go the day before it comes out, but going to the midnight movie was awesome. Like you're there, it's like, you know, you're there with dedicated fans. Like it was cool. So I don't know.
It
Yeah.
was definitely much more of an event. Like when it was midnight, it just felt more spectacular. It's kind of cool being able to get more sleep and like as an adult,
Yeah.
which is nice. But yeah, I mean the movies they are awesome. It's an experience. It's definitely fun, but I don't know with COVID if you're gonna be filling an arena anytime soon for watching a movie like what that guy
I
was
know.
saying.
I think it's more back for when it gets back to normal. Life gets back to whenever that
We'll
is.
see. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. I mean,
Well,
it'd be cool. I can see what he's saying, making it like a
yeah,
big because only ultra fans are going to go to that event, so like make it a
exactly.
spectacle again. But
And
it
I
was
mean,
cool back in the
essentially,
day when
like
everything that you went to was like that.
opening night of Endgame was a spectacle. That movie theater, like the movie theater we go to, was packed beyond all belief. Like it's in a shopping complex. You couldn't find a spot near the movie theater. Like it was, they had like 6 of the 12 theaters showing it all at the same time. Like it's that, and that's what they said. Like that's what it's gonna do. That'll fill the seats. You know, they got popcorn, you got all your stuff. You go in there, you're enjoying the movie. Because, and I'm gonna kind of quote a movie, and I know some people. It's Daddy's Home 2. At the end of that movie, and it's been out long enough. If you haven't seen it, skip ahead like 2 minutes if you don't want to know spoiled. The end of the movie, they're going back on Christmas because their Christmas gets ruined, and they all end up at a movie theater, snowed in at a movie theater, because and then they're talking about how nobody goes to the movie theaters anymore, but they're all in there, and like essentially like we go to the movie theater because you're there, you're getting the atmosphere, not just of the movie and the sound system that they have, but of all the people and all like their reactions to it, and like you're getting all these feelings and you're all laughing together, you're laughing with people you don't know. Like that's the thing that you know you're gonna lose, like that experience of that, and I enjoy that. What are you making dumb faces for, Dum Dum?
Nothing. I just saw his Pokemon and Free Guy on your thing. But so what I was gonna say though, like you're talking about these stadium movies, zero chance you ever see a dum dum like me in there. Because let me tell you the problem. You go to a regular movie theater now and it's packed. You know how many problems you have with people talking and texting and their phones really bright? Imagine a stadium of that stuff. Like you could not enjoy the movie, in my opinion, with that many people. People are going to be screaming. People are going to be doing weird stuff. They're going to be texting. There's probably
What
going to
kind
be
of people do you hang out with, Dum Dum? Like outside of
no,
us.
I'm saying genuine people, like general.
I
You
do
know,
agree with what you're saying a little bit. I did think about that while Donnie was saying it. Like, you know how sometimes when you go to watch a movie and you walk out and you're like, oh, that was a good movie, but that fucking dude that kept cackling or super loud, or like that girl over there on her phone, or someone's. I feel like it's more often than not you have somebody that's interfering with the experience of watching the movie.
100%. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. And if you fill up a stadium with people,
I think with the size screen that they're talking about, the phones won't be an issue. I think the issue would be talking. I truly do. But most of the time now, and I know from experience in Dum Dum, and I know you should know from experience, that people talking in theaters, from the amount of times we've gone to it, people usually tell them to shut up. Like, there's a difference between talking and there's a difference between laughing. I'm okay. I know some people got some weird cackle laughs and stuff like that, but talking, people tell people to shut up. Yes, I know you have a weird laugh.
Yeah, I have a super weird laugh. But I mean, it doesn't happen as often as it should, though, especially when you get those. I don't know if I'm stereotyping here, but it's happened to us multiple times. Like the group of teenagers that just goes to a movie just to like fuck about, and they don't even really want to watch a movie. You know what I mean? And they like ruin the movie for everyone else to throw in popcorn and stuff. Just imagine that in a stadium. Like,
okay, but I'm gonna counter argue that too.
sure, play devil's advocate.
What they're talking about is these theaters aren't going to be open 24/7. They're not even going to be open 7 days a week. They're going to be open on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, first 2 weeks of a movie release. So the people that are going to be going to these events are people that want to see this movie. Now you went to Endgame. Well, I'm going to use Endgame again. That was because that's the last big movie that I think I really saw in there. Like everything else, I don't think we did any other premieres after
Star Wars. I mean, you saw Star Wars in theaters too. I don't know if that was before.
Was Star Wars after Endgame?
I don't know if it was similar time. That's all I remember.
And either way, both of them, not a single person was talking during that movie unless it was about the movie to somebody there, which is normal chatter. And I'm okay with that during a movie. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be on that scale. You're going with people who really want to see the movie. Ticket prices are probably going to be a little more expensive. The teenagers that are trying to, get away from their parents and hide from their parents aren't going to go to that because they're not going to spend that extra few bucks to go there. They're going to go down to McDonald's parking lot and hang out.
So is it like an open stadium or a closed stadium?
Like it's going to have a roof. It's going to be in a building.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Think about just taking like half the theaters out of the current, like the theater that we go to, and making that one, like they'd have to raise it up obviously, but like that, like big freaking screens, big theaters.
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be super awesome if everyone that went was actually involved with the movie. I can't find that being the case. You know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be always some people that ruin it for everyone, and I definitely feel like I'm going to get a contact high. That's all I'm saying. Like, it would be cool if it works out. If it works out the way it should be, it would be super dope. But other than that, I don't know.
I think so. I guess it's one of those things you have to wait and see. I would be happy for it. I mean,
so
I wish an IMAX theater was closer because I'd love to watch more IMAX movies.
Where do you buy like your popcorn and all your concessions?
There's going to be a concession stand there.
Is it going to be like a football stadium or like a hockey stadium where you go down and you can buy your concessions and go right back up?
You're going to find this hard to believe, right?
But you don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Don't know the answer to that question. I wasn't actually privy to the planning, the sizing.
I'm just thinking out loud here.
I wasn't privy to any of that information. All right.
I mean, if that happens, I'll go 5 times. And if I have a bad experience 3 of those times, I'm never going again.
What if you only have a bad experience once?
I'll go again. 1 out of 5 is not bad.
What about you, Bdog? Would you go again?
I don't know if I would go to something like that nowadays, honestly. I mean, it sounds cool, and I'm all for it. If they want to do that, that'd be cool. But I kind of more like I don't know. My favorite movie theater I've ever been to was right down the street, and it closed down, unfortunately. But it was called the Guild, and they only showed one or two movies every month, and it was like usually indie films and stuff like that. And you would walk in, and it was like this giant sloping, like cemented sloping seats, like audience stand, and then this, the silver screen at the end. But it was cool because if you went to like, now they're like tiered like stairs.
Yeah.
This one was like really sloping,
So,
but it was
do
still
you
kind of narrow.
do you
It was
remember
super
the
cool.
one that used to be in Jersey City when we were growing up? Or were you too young? I don't know.
At the pharmacy?
Yeah, right
I
next to the
remember it
pharmacy.
being there, but I never went to it.
That's exactly how it is. It's sloping seats like that.
So cool. Yeah, it was so cool to see indie films on that though.
And
like I
someone
saw
was trying to
not indie, but 10 Cloverfield Lane on that was awesome.
someone was actually trying to reopen that one.
They
Yeah.
should.
They would make a killing. They'd make a killing.
Oh,
I mean,
do the
not
same
now
thing.
because
Not
of COVID,
do new
but-
releases. Just show older movies. Stuff
and
like that.
indies. People love indies.
People would love to go to that stuff, man. Like that Jewett City movie theater, I went to, I don't even know how many times when I was a kid, and I loved
You went
every
3
second
times.
of it. 3 times. I went 3 times as a kid. I loved every second of it. I don't know if Bdog knows, but I'm sure you do. The movie theater in Mystic, Connecticut, the really tiny one. That one's still open, and that one's like maybe a couple theaters max, but it's always super busy.
Yeah,
and they
'cause,
show
they show alcohol. It's kind of like older style. They sell alcohol and stuff. You can go there. Yeah.
that one's
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool.
serve alcohol at this one too, obviously. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
they do
stuff
that
like
almost all the movie theaters here.
So I know B-Dog's not going to be interested in this next topic, but Fortnite making some big moves. I have to admit. They started a new season, and the new season, I guess there's a new battle pass, and the cool thing they added was Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. That's in this, so they added that. That was cool. But then the other day I saw a rumor that they were going to be adding Kratos from PlayStation. And I was like, damn, that's a pretty big move. Like, holy crap. From there, it kind of got confirmed. And then they released Kratos on Thursday. But on Thursday before they released him, all of a sudden they said there's also rumors that they're going to be doing Master Chief from Halo. So I don't know if that's actually fully happening. There's some cool renders, but people are pretty talented. They can make renders. I'm excited for that because you put Halo Master Chief in anything, and it gets me excited just because it's Master Chief. But they used this in the armor that they're supposed to use is Halo Infinite armor, which I think is already sexy as hell. But yeah, I'm Epic is making some moves though. They're getting freaking flagship mascots from PlayStation, Microsoft, and there's rumors that Nintendo is going to let them either use Samus or one of the Splatoon guys, which is still, I mean, that's impressive that they're actually going to allow that to happen.
Yeah. I actually read they're might bring in, I know I talked to you about this, but you don't know who Steve is. They recently added Steve into the Super Smash Bros. Characters, and they were talking about maybe bringing Steve in as one of the skins you can buy. But as far as Samus and everything goes, I feel like, I know you said it, Nintendo should be offering their most iconic character, which is either Mario or Bowser or Yoshi, one of those. You know what I mean?
Are you talking? When you say Steve, are you talking Minecraft Steve?
Yeah, they added Steve from Minecraft into Super. I don't know if it was Steve.
Oh,
from
that's
Minecraft
not
into Super
Nintendo.
Smash. No, look up Steve's Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's what it just comes up with.
Oh, maybe I'm stupid. I don't know.
You are, yeah.
I know they were talking about adding him though on Reddit is what I read.
Well, maybe they will, but that's, I mean, I was like, I don't know who this Steve is that Nintendo has. But that's why you're talking about Steve from Minecraft.
I know nothing about Minecraft, so I just figured Steve was some iconic character from something or other. But yeah, but did you also see that? I know I mentioned it when we logged into Fortnite that they have a subscription service now.
Yeah, it's what, $10 a month or something like that, and they give you the battle pass. You get 1,000 V-Bucks and a new skin every month or something like that.
Yeah, which is what we were talking about a couple podcasts ago, like where everybody is going to these subscription services type of things.
Well, it's because I had inside information. I actually know some people at Epic, so they kind of fed that stuff to me. So if you want more details on anything Fortnite related, you just come here, subscribe to the Ice Dum Dum Bdog podcast, and we'll get you all that inside information.
God, shout out to what was his name? Hazardous Place 81 or
I
whatever.
want to talk. I do want to talk about that. We're going to talk about that after. But what do you think
Sure.
about? I mean, not being a Fortnite fan, Bdog. What do you think about that? Do you think that's big moves on Epic's part? Do you think it's stupid? What do you think?
I have some questions.
You can have as many questions as you want.
Does Epic own Gears of War?
No.
Who owns Gears of War?
Well, Microsoft owns the IP, and the people that work on it's like Raven's Head Studio now.
I could have sworn Epic. What IP does Epic own? That's not Fortnite. And pardon your ears right now. Okay.
Yeet.
I'm trying to think. Epic IPs. Let's see.
I know. So I have not played Fortnite. I know I've seen
Epic has the engine. They have a game engine. That's what you probably see on a lot of things. Is that what you're thinking?
Okay.
Because see, and they run Gears of War.
Okay. So that's all right. That's where I've seen it. I just was thinking like, if Epic had produced Gears and owned the rights to it, then it makes sense why Microsoft was like willing to do the Master Chief and all of that, and like had let's do it. It wasn't as much money as you would think it was, because I had a Gears of War edition Xbox 360.
Yeah.
So I was kind of thinking like they kind of had a close relationship. So maybe it's not. I mean, it's still a big move, but not as staggering as you would think.
Microsoft 343's thought process is, let's get some free advertisement in by having Master Chief in Fortnite.
I mean, it's a win-win, right?
Because what they do for there's some money that went into this, because Kratos, when he's launched, it wasn't just like every other skin, like the big skins that they put in the game. Like when Captain America launched, he had his own little video. As soon as you start, you have to watch it to play the game. When Kratos got it, when the day Kratos came out, you logged into Fortnite, Kratos got his own skin where he's coming in being a badass, being Kratos, blah, blah, blah. So you know that if the Master Chief one does, he's going to get an own video that you're going to have to watch. So it's like an advertisement. And how many people play Fortnite is insane. I think they said 15 million people logged in the other day to watch just logged into play, not even on Twitch. Twitch actually crashed because of it, to watch the Galactus event on Fortnite.
Yeah.
They did that at 4 o'clock on like a Tuesday or Thursday.
So it definitely, that's great. It's super great exposure for the people that, have the interest in releasing the characters. And Fortnite obviously has a super big fan base, but it's also like a win-win in a way, because Fortnite's making what, $15 off all of these exclusive ones?
Oh, yeah.
What did you say they were?
I'm wondering
$15 a hit.
I'm wondering if like for the big ones like that, if Microsoft gets a portion of that, though. I wonder if that's the deal. Like, Master Chief's in the game, but we want a portion. Sony, we want a portion, like the Marvel crossover.
Or is the payment the free advertisement from
the amount of people because I follow the Halo community pretty close, the amount of people who don't play Fortnite but said they will start playing Fortnite just because they put a Master Chief into it, I couldn't believe it. Like a lot of the big Halo YouTubers who are like anti-Fortnite said they're gonna go rock some Fortnite when they drop that skin.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they're YouTubers because their personalities, but regular people that don't play Fortnite aren't going to go play Fortnite just because it has a Master Chief skin. I don't think, because I'm not, and I love Halo. And I know.
I knew that. And well, that's what I said. I said that to myself when I saw those two skins that were getting released.
They're both great. I love both of them.
I was like, if anything's going to get Corey to log into Fortnite and just try it, would be those two skins.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. If it was a game that didn't have building, that has literally zero. I've seen clips of people doing it, and it just does not interest me at all. It seems, I mean, I know it has probably tactics and stuff involved, but it seems just super dumb to me.
It does. It has its
If it was
own.
just a third-person shooter like Gears, and it was still cartoony, and I mean, I don't mind the graphics. Honestly, they've kind of grown on me. The bright colors and all that. It's kind of trippy. It's kind of cool. If it was like a good third-person shooter that didn't rely so heavily on this building, I would be
I
so
agree
much
with
more
you.
into it. And I'm
Well,
not
that-
saying building does take skill. Obviously, good builders or whatever, yeah, they're
This is
great
how I
and
explain
are
it, and I
cool.
think you're
good
going
at
to
your
agree with
game,
me with
but
this.
I don't think it fits in my type of shooter.
That's exactly so. That's what I like to say. When I play a shooter, I like to play a shooter. That's the skill base I like to have. The building adds a whole new skill base to a shooter that I first of all don't have time to learn, don't want to learn, and I have no interest in learning how to master that skill set that is exclusive to that one game.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I agree.
and it has and I would take time and Epic, if you ever watch this, take some advice. If Bloom wasn't in the game, the building wouldn't bother me anywhere near as much. But there's so
It has Bloom too.
Bloom is so RNG
bad.
based in that game that it's ridiculous. It's
Also, it's like
absolutely insane.
FIFA.
It blows my mind. Like I have literally almost been in the exact same spot with the exact same the Scar, which is probably the best assault rifle in the game, shooting at somebody. And one time, I hit every shot and killed him. Didn't miss a shot. The next time, about the same exact distance away, I fired almost a whole mag and hit one shot.
Yeah, I hate RNG Bloom when it comes to shooters. That makes zero sense to me. There should either be Call of Duty like no recoil or a distinctive pattern of recoil that everybody experiences.
Exactly.
Well,
You can
said
master.
gun.
I mean, Fortnite is
Exactly.
trying to go along the lines of like they want as many players as they can, so they're trying to lower
Of
the
course.
skill gap with the Bloom, which makes sense
Absolutely.
because they naturally have a younger fan base compared to the older, gamers, let's say like 25 plus or whatever, you know what I mean? They have a younger skill base, which, they're not as experienced in video games, I would say, as people that like us that have grown up with video games. So they're definitely trying to like pamper to those.
Oh yeah. I mean, we know they're not like cynically doing it to be like, let's ruin this game. They obviously
No,
have a
they're
reason
doing it because
it's to, like you said, you nailed it. It's to shrink the skill gap so good players and bad players can meet more in the middle and it'd be fine. And what Halo was that had Bloom? Reach? What was the first one that had
Reach. My least favorite
it? Yeah,
Halo.
and that was awful.
Bloom does not belong in shooters. I'll say that to the day I die.
Somebody. You could literally be so much better than somebody and still lose like a BR or was DMR in that one?
It was DMR in Halo Reach, yeah.
Yeah, DMR. You could be in a DMR duel and you lose because of the fucking Bloom, but you were right on their fucking head. That shit was
and
so
then
annoying.
it would have to recenter every single time that you shot it, and you had to wait
It was
if you wanted to get
so
accurate.
terrible.
I hated it. I'm with you. I don't believe Bloom belongs in shooters. It's just not. It's not for me. Like Bloom can bloom its way out of here. And Fortnite, like I said, Fortnite for me, I'm very competitive when it comes to shooters. But Fortnite, and I've said it before, Fortnite is my chill game. It's my game. I go in. I am not expecting to like. Maybe if it gets down to like a finals, I'm like, all right, maybe I should actually try here. But I enjoy playing Fortnite. Originally, I enjoyed playing Fortnite because when it first came out, it was actually a well polished battle royale for the Xbox. Then all the battle royales really started making it, so I got a little less interested in it. And then I kind of went back because Dum Dum was actually really enjoyed Fortnite back in the day. And then I enjoyed playing it because I was hanging out with playing this. I don't really care about it. And then I would piss Dum Dum off when I didn't really care and we'd get killed and we'd lose a 2v2 because I was really didn't care. And then he'd freak out. And then I just like to hear that. But now it's my like when I don't feel like playing Halo and I don't want to like get really competitive, or then I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to play Call of Duty because I just don't feel like playing Call of Duty. I play Fortnite because it's chill. I can chill in there, stuff like that.
So yeah, I agree with you. You definitely did piss me off multiple times, but that's besides the point. But I saw that Fortnite.
You should try playing Halo with them. Anyway, what?
What? You should wait, what? No, but Fortnite, they're saying they're gonna do the tournaments next year, but they're not gonna hold the World Cup, which I know usually happens around June or July. So that's already been predetermined that I saw.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're still trying to do the tournaments through like all the people and stuff, but they're just not gonna hold the biggest event that they have, which makes the most money. Yeah, perfectly makes sense to me.
Listen, don't try to figure it out. It's gonna hurt your head. But I do want to talk about what you started saying earlier. So last night we were playing Fortnite
We
after
were.
the stream. I was tired, so we decided. I was like, I want to play some Fortnite just to hang out. So for some reason on the Series X, game chat and party chat work like they do on a computer, where you can hear the in-game chat and talk in in-game chat. Also,
that's awesome.
Talking your
That's
party
great.
and talking that. Well, it threw me off the first time. I was like, "What? This guy? How does this guy hear me right now? What's going on?" So, I turned it off, and then Dum Dum logs in and realizes, "Wait a minute, how do I hear this guy? Wait, how does he hear me?" So we're going back to the old days when you actually are talking to people in game.
Welcome to
And
my world.
some of the interactions this kid was having with
Hell
the
yeah.
people, I'm actually seriously thinking about next time we're playing Fortnite, I'm going to record everything and I'm going to do a series if we get some good interactions again and put that like on the YouTube channel.
Oh,
Why
dude,
don't we do this in Halo as well, so I can be a part of it? And
we could
game
probably do that
chat's still
too.
a thing in Halo.
We absolutely could do that. That's
sure,
what I'm saying.
for
Like
sure.
it's
Because for a while there, I was the only one hearing game chat. You guys didn't even know it existed, and I was like, "Yeah, my headset's broken. Game chat's totally live."
yeah, it's insane. But when it
You
first
can go
happened,
game
like,
chat in Halo too, baby.
Dude, when it first happened, I was so excited that I realized I could talk to the party and the game chat at once. I was like, I have to try this. The first game that we logged into and I realized we could do that. I've never had. No, it was great.
It was hilarious. So you know how he talks. Like Dum Dum has a specific way of like saying stupid things, like "ree" and "ding dong," dinks or gink that thing.
Yeah.
Was this guy into it?
Dude, this guy was his clone. Yes. They were ginking together, like they were, and then we were playing with our buddy Mo Higgs, and he goes, Dum Dum goes, "Dude, doesn't this kid Mo Higgs suck?" And he goes,
he's like, "Yeah, ding ding, ree ree ree, bing ding ding."
Whatever he said. The kid goes, you can tell he goes, and like he like checked the scoreboard and he looks, he goes, "Yeah, Mo Hig, whatever your name is, you suck."
Bro, he literally went, yeah, Mo Higgs, whatever your name is, you suck. And then he goes, "Gink, gink."
What is that? What is that one? I haven't heard that one before.
I don't know. It's just something that you say. It's like "ree" or like "gink, gink" or like.
Yeah, but what's "gink, gink" for?
I don't know. It's just like you say it when like you shoot someone or like something happens.
Like,
you go "gink"?
Is it like got him?
I guess kind of. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, like these kids, they evolve so fast.
So like if I had a pickaxe out and I hit someone in Fortnite with it, I go "gink, gink, gink." You know what I mean? Like,
because it matches Fortnite. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not a Fortnite thing.
No, he uses it in everything.
I'm saying if I like threw a baseball and it hit your glove, I could go "gink." Like, you know what I mean? It's just like something like that. I don't know.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. And this kid picked up on it real
apparently
quick.
I'm at that point where I don't understand what people are.
This kid picked up on it so quick.
So the next game, we get into another one, right? And he's talking. And this dude and him are just going back and forth. They're enjoying stuff. Like, it's like, it was hilarious. Like, I forgot what you guys were even talking about. He ended up subscribing to the YouTube channel.
No way. That's awesome.
And for some reason, both of the people that we did for the first two games thought Dum Dum was a streamer and or a YouTuber.
Yep, that definitely.
The second guy was like, "What are you doing for a voice changer?" And Dum Dum's like, "This is my voice. What are you talking about?"
No way, really?
He was so convinced that I had a voice changer on. Dude, he was a younger African-American male that sounded way older than he was.
He sounded like he was like 32.
But I'm an older white male that sounds way younger than I am. You know what I mean? So he's like, "You're definitely."
I mean, I kind of agree with what you're saying. You have a unique voice, but you don't sound young. No, I'm not saying nothing. It's like you have a cool voice, but it's not a young voice. Like you have a rasp to your voice that makes you sound a little more old, like a little older.
I guess, but he literally like the whole entire game, he's like, "Seriously, bro, what voice changer are you using?" I'm like,
That's
I'm
so
not.
weird.
What are you talking?
Maybe he's just messing with you too, though.
No, he was
You know,
dead
you never know.
100%.
You think
He
so?
was
Oh,
ask
he
Ice.
was.
He was 100%
He
serious.
was for real. Like, was trying to figure it out. Like, how do you like? What are you doing? A voice changer for
'Cause-
your YouTube channel? Like, that's what he kept saying.
Yeah.
Wow,
So what
that's
I did was
crazy.
I went, yo, man, is this a lot better? Like, and I talked in a deeper voice, and he's like, oh, so that's your real voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
it's not though. That's not my real voice.
It was
shout
funny.
out
It
to
was good. So I
Well,
am
no, you
serious.
gotta
I think
talk
I might
into
do a
your
whole.
voice.
I might do a whole series if I can get some good recordings of people talking, like have a good group, because people are hilarious.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
and I mean they go south quick, but some
Oh,
of them
they
can be really
can.
funny. Yeah. A lot of them are going to be dumped
Those
out
ones
for,
won't make it. Those ones won't make it.
Exactly. But
Those
some of
will-
them are pretty
yeah.
good.
That's a throwaway thing. We just throw
Mhm.
that away in the garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to tell you guys about, and this isn't going to affect Bdog because he didn't buy it, but you need to pay attention to this too, especially anybody on a console. The new Call of Duty is bricking consoles and computers.
Oh, 100%.
Can you believe that? Like, I would be pissed. They need to update that.
Yeah, so I was on the home screen the other day and my Call of Duty was running in the background because I just exited out of it. And it crashed my Xbox with it running in the background. My whole Xbox just shut off with it in the background.
Yeah, it's
Not even
bricking
playing.
consoles,
way.
like completely
Yeah.
killing consoles to the point they're not usable anymore. PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X's,
No,
I guess the old generations,
like done.
like frying the console.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, and do you think Activision would release something for that?
A statement saying we don't know what's happening, but they probably don't. They're going to claim that they're not responsible.
They're not even telling
Is-
people to
yeah,
stop playing
oh,
the game
yeah.
until they fix it.
Yeah.
That's not good.
They don't care.
People
They
are
want the
literally
money.
bricking their new consoles because of it.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I'm so glad I don't own
It's
that
crashing PCs. It's crashing everything.
gig. PCs.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, it's literally crap. I don't know what it is with the Call of
game's
Duty game
I-
itself.
they
but it
apparently need
is.
to add another like 400 gig update to it or something, so it takes up literally your whole hard drive.
How
Oh.
big was it really though?
How big? Is
Like
the-
I know I love the joke. I'm here for it, but how big was it really? Because I bet it's at least 83 gigs.
I will tell you right now. The new one on Xbox Series X is. What do you think it is?
The
For
new
everything
update?
that's out right now.
No. What do you think? What do you think right now? What do you think Call of Duty installed on the Xbox Series X? How many gigs does it take up?
170.
How
That's
close
what I'm
is he?
guessing.
He's off.
I know
He's
it was 130 when I downloaded it.
It's 133
Yeah. I figured it
For a
would be
game-
I honestly thought it'd be 150.
for a game that is bricking your console and is not really graphically incredible. And
What is it frying though?
I don't know. I haven't looked that far into it, but they're like big YouTubers right now are telling you do not play this game until an update comes out because Activision isn't saying anything.
Boy, do you think it'll be a big enough for Call of Duty to drop? Or
No, because people are still doing it and they're getting mad at the systems. But apparently, if it's happening to computers on the consoles, it's not a problem with
But
the.
how? How is it bricking it though? That
I
makes
don't
zero.
know.
How is
I-
software
so
frying hardware?
I wanted to beat the campaign on it because
Too
I'm on
hot?
the last level. I'm on the last level of the campaign. I tried. Now, this Series X, I've not seen this thing crash. I've not seen this thing stutter. We've all have them. They load quick.
I've had Assassin's Creed crash on me.
Did you?
Yeah,
Like,
I've had it
a bunch
happen
of times?
Twice.
On the same night?
Did Assassin's Creed crash on separate nights
He
or on the
looks
same
over
night?
to Holly.
Separate nights.
So listen to this. This was last night before I started playing Fortnite. I wanted to beat the campaign. I was like, whatever. The campaign's not going to do anything. I load into the campaign. I play half of it. The game just shuts down. I load back into it. I start loading the campaign level. Freezes. Shuts down. I load the campaign. I load into Call of Duty. Did not even get into the menu because like loading Call of Duty shuts my Xbox off. Completely shuts the Xbox off 3 times in a row. I said, I'm not playing this right now. They need to update it so I can play it again to beat the campaign. But holy crap.
Yeah, that's insane. So, I mean, a little bit of what you were talking about. I saw that, when Cyberpunk releases, they announced that it's going to have a 40 plus gig update.
Anything they want.
Yeah, on day
Can you
one.
download the
Yeah.
up? I know you can download the game early. Can you download the update early?
You
I didn't
can?
see that. No, I don't think you can download the patch early, but
Can you
after
download
you
the
get
game early though?
Yeah,
you
should
can
be able to
download the game on December 9th is available
2 days
in
before,
a
I
lot of
thought.
places, or December 8th, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. But it's going to have a
Um,
40-something gig patch. So if anyone's planning on playing that game, I'm letting you know right now, as soon as you can download the game because I know everyone doesn't have a gigabyte internet. Download the game and then instantly start downloading the patch so you'll be able to play on day release.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking out for the homies, you know?
I like that.
But but stay away from Call of Duty for now too. That's my other advice for anybody watching this. Holy crap!
That's really scary though. Can you imagine like
Bricking your brand new console? No. Bricking your $2,000 computer? No.
oh dude, that would be the worst. I'd actually oh man, I'd break my already broken computer. That's how mad I'd be. No, that's really
Yeah, I
bad,
didn't even know it was a
seriously.
possibility. So I'm so glad I never invested money in that game.
No, like I said, I saw that. I was
So
like,
is there
Oh,
warranties being replaced for that?
yeah,
Or
it sounded
how
like
does
the
that work?
one guy that actually that he said happened to him. He said it was gonna take 10 days to get his PlayStation back.
Oh, that's not terrible, but still it sucks.
And so
Which I don't know
to
how
me-
he's gonna get his PlayStation back in 10 days if he can't even find a brand new PlayStation.
I don't
Because
know.
they have some slapped away for sure for this.
Slappers.
So we're
They
talking
do.
about strictly
They're slapped
like
up.
we're talking about Cold War, right? Just strictly Cold
Yeah,
War.
just Cold War.
Because I know that Call of Duty, the map for Warzone got pushed back until December 18th or something, I believe. Let me look. But I know that map got pushed back. It's a week later than expected. Has been pushed. December 16th is when the new Warzone map comes out. But I don't think that has anything to do with it because you can still play that on Advanced Warfare or Modern Warfare. So I think you should be fine with that one.
So I just looked at for shits and giggles. I just looked at Cyberpunk to see what it is. It's 68 gigs. So how is Cyberpunk, which is going to be a huge, massive, beautiful game, only 68 gigs?
Plus
how
the
does that
43
make
gig
any
patch.
sense? It
But
doesn't make any sense. I mean, it'll be 100 gigs, so
100,
still.
yeah.
Call of Duty should not be 30 gigs bigger than Cyberpunk. Come on.
The way I'm looking at it is Cyberpunk is what? A single player game, right?
Yeah.
yes,
So for like Call of Duty Black, I mean, I always forget what the name of the new Call of Duty is. Call of Duty Cold War. It's multiplayer, single player, and zombies. Those are all 3 different games.
But they're also
So-
similar.
They're similar, but you still have to download the content from each one of those different gameplays.
But how much content's coming out that makes 30 gigs
the
worth
game
of
size
content?
for those maps and everything that doesn't make any
No,
sense.
they're not huge.
No, I'm just saying that's the only way I can reasonably
So,
think about
and
it.
I'm
Like,
I'm just gonna take what do you call it for example? Hold on. Halo, right? Completely optimized for Series X. Series X upgrade has how many games installed? Now we're talking.
What?
2
Halo 1, 2, 3, 4,
Reach.
Halo Reach, Halo 3
2A.
ODST.
ODST, and Halo 2A. That's 7 games,
True.
all with campaigns.
Besides 6 campaigns, right? And 1 that's a copy of the campaign.
Yeah, but it still runs off a better engine, so it's still taking up space.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah.
That's 120 gigs. And it has how many maps for each one in multiplayer? And they have
That's so true,
Firefight.
yeah.
So how are they
Where's
doing
the
that?
extra space?
Why Call of Duty? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know.
I don't know. Call of Duty games have been notoriously pretty large, though. So I don't know.
That's the question. Why are they so large?
I don't know. We'll have the Call of Duty people on the podcast. I don't know.
We're gonna
I
get
would
them.
love that, honestly.
Oh man, I would rip them a new one. Is really what I would do.
I would actually encourage them to do better things.
I would rip them a new one by encouraging them.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
100%.
What a great coach.
Like you can't ruin gamers' lives. You have to do this. You guys know that, right? And then all of a sudden,
make all the
making
bullets go
7
straight out of the barrel instead of everywhere on the wall.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Why would we do that?
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you why, from a gamer
then bad
perspective.
people won't play anymore. So they can get a 360 no scope.
But then people can't modify the game and hack it. All right, I see where we're going with this.
Like, it just
Oh,
doesn't
is
make
that
sense
the
to me.
argument to shooting straight?
Beats the hell out of me, dog. Honestly.
Oh, I thought you were like actually. I was like, if that's the argument, that's got to be easy enough to fix. Get some good anti cheat. If shooting straight's the issue, I mean, I play squad and there's no issue, and it's the #1 game on Steam right now, or at least it was.
Oh, squad! Really, squad
You
is?
shoot straight. It was at one point when it first.
I thought
It's been
CS:GO
out.
was.
It's been out for. Oh shit! It's been out for 2, 3, maybe 4 months now on full release. It was beta for the longest time. When it was full release, it might not have been #1, but it was like number 2 or 3. It might not have been #1, but it was huge and it already had a big player base. Shoot straight in that. I've never seen anybody cheat in that game. So that's a terrible. If cheating is the reason they didn't want to make the bullets go straight,
No,
that's
there's
an easy
probably-
fix
there's
for how much
definitely
money
more.
they make.
There's definitely more to it.
Yeah, because
But-
like you said earlier, it reduces the skill gap.
Yeah. So just a quick interlude. I know Ice and Bdog were both talking about this last week, but I also saw that PAX East was on schedule for 2021.
Is it
No
really?
way.
Yeah.
You're saying it's going to be in
How far
April?
away? How far away is it?
April.
Yeah, it's still on schedule as of right now.
It's
go
either end
off
of
in
March.
2021.
1 year I was there on your birthday.
So it'll be canceled in January.
I hope not, man.
I think it
will,
is. I think
unfortunately.
I am actually.
I mean, I don't want it to be either, but it will be.
Right. Yeah. So they don't even have it on their website.
It says February to up.
That's
up top
2020.
is- never mind. Akakari. We'd like to take this opportunity to announce prospective dates to show the 2021 calendar.
Oh, they're moving it to June this year.
Oh.
Well, for instance, okay, so take that with a grain of salt. For instance, Holly isn't going back to work physically. She's working from home until earliest June 2021.
Wow.
So when we get closer and closer, that's going to continue to be pushed back. I guarantee it. They will not return in the summer. Nothing's going to resume to normal in the summer.
I think that you have a better chance of being able to have New York Comic Con in October than we do about going PAX East in.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with that 100%. But
That's still.
I don't think PAX East will
Maybe.
cancel fully. I think they'll do something where it's
It'll be a
either online or virtual or push it
we
back.
would have as cool as Comic Con is. My PAX experience, like where we stay, the three of us would have an absolute blast because I don't stay over by the convention side. I take the T away from the convention and I stay next to Boston Beer Works, like literally walking distance from Boston Beer Works. And my beer tab the last couple times I went there, oh man, it's gonna be a great time when we actually do this.
How many Fortnite skins was your beer tab?
3.
No.
A half a Fortnite skin?
What are they charging for a beer over in Boston?
A lot. Oh my god, dude! I went to a
Mikey?
Boston Bruins game. $18 for a beer at a
Well,
Boston Bruins game.
Well, that's
Okay,
at the
Bruins
game. No,
is
I'm talking
different.
about.
What's
I'm
a
talking about.
beer
I
in a
can't-
bar at Boston.
I want to say the Boston Beer Works, like the brewery itself. I can't remember what it was, but it was what you'd expect to pay at a bar. It was normal bar prices.
Say $5-6.
Yeah,
That's it?
yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
The last time we went, I had a hard time walking back, and we were only there for an hour.
Last
That
time
was-
I seen you had a hard time walking back too.
Last time you saw me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What?
No,
I think-
last time-
Close to the last time.
No, last time you saw me was my wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Bdog, you had a hard time walking back. What are you talking about?
I always have a hard time walking back. I also drank more than a fish.
Bob really had a hard time walking back.
Yeah, I carried
Oh,
another
yeah.
drunk person to a vehicle, so thank you.
I love it. I still got the video of
He
Bub
says hi, by the way. I
cranking.
keep meaning to tell you that.
Oh, I love him. Can't wait to see him. He's gonna be around, right? You told him I'm coming.
Yeah, I already told him. Yeah, he's planning on at least trying to make some time. Depends if he said depends on
Oh.
his work schedule. He said he's gonna make time.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know how many times he's gonna see you.
Yeah, that's fine. as long as we get one interaction.
What else is so? I think that's probably we should probably end the podcast here. Somebody else got any major topics they want to talk about?
Let me check my notes real quick.
I don't have anything really.
Nope, it's just a bunch of Trailblazer stuff. All right.
Oh, jeez. I thought we were gonna go one podcast without mentioning Trailblazers.
I had to throw in the gink at the end. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But yeah, we might work on a new little thing for the YouTube channel. Maybe doing some funny little interactions with some of the people. But we'll see how that goes.
We can call like Fortnite Friendly Friday or like something like that. If you guys want to see that though, like of us talking in game chat.
Maybe not Fortnite Friendly Friday. Maybe it'll just be Friendly Fridays because we're gonna do we try to do multiple games.
Yeah, sure. Any game, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm telling you, me and Ice have not laughed that hard. Ice and I have not laughed that hard playing Fortnite since I can remember.
I was crying.
I was actually
crying of tears. My stomach hurt from how hard I was laughing.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see that on the YouTube channel here, Ice50X Gaming, let us know.
All right. Well, I guess with that being said, hey, thank you guys for coming this week. It's been fun as always. We'll catch everybody in the next one. Later.
This is the way.